Agave, like yucca, can be used as a food source and to derive fibers to make ropes, sandals, and many other useful things. However, sharp thorns along the edges and tip of the leaves make agave more hazardous to harvest than yucca. I want to dig deeper, but there is a boulder underneath, and I don't want to try in another location, so I'll just make the best of this place. In hot and dry environments, dead wood is often very brittle and burns very fast, so I need to collect a lot of it to keep a fire burning. One of the reasons I chose this location to make a fire is because this giant boulder helps protect the fire from the wind. My ferro rod had broken, and that made it more difficult to spark a fire with the short rod. The idea is to get a hot fire burning and place the rocks in the pit to get them hot. Then I will place the agave leaves between the rocks and cover the entire pit with earth to let them bake overnight. As I look back on this cooking technique, I think it would be better to not cut the leaves. Leaving the leaves whole helps them retain moisture inside. Later, I will place the agave leaves to bake on this rock. The full moon rose above the rocky horizon, and it was time to bake the agave. I'm filling the pit with rocks, but I want the fire to continue burning and heating the rocks. After a while longer, I felt that it was time to cover the pit. This was the full flower moon, the last supermoon of the year. Despite the lack of comfort, spending the entire night on a boulder as the full moon drifts across the sky is a glorious experience. Before I dig up the baked agave leaves, I want to experiment making a woven plate with this plant. This plant looks very similar to yucca, but it is completely different. The leaves of Parinolina easily break when bent and don't hold together well when woven, so I am going to try a different technique to make a secure weave. Instead of trying to fold the ends, I am using cordage to tightly secure the woven leaves together. It worked perfectly well. It would have been better if I had wrapped the agave in something to prevent them from drying out. Once I peel the tough skin, then I can eat the inside. Eating agave leaves is very much like eating sugarcane, except that agave leaves are softer and not as sweet. I think these leaves were cooked a little too long, but nonetheless they are sweet and help satisfy my hunger. I'm finished with this camp, so I am scattering the rocks I used and filling the pit to leave this place closer to its original state.